What's up guys, Josh Weidman here. I want to talk to you in today's video about vacant properties. Now, whether you're a landlord and you've got a tenant that is moving out of the property, or whether you are rehabbing a property and throughout construction, it's vacant, it's important to take certain precautions to make sure that your investment is protected. I don't know if you've been reading the news lately, but there's been several articles and talk in Philadelphia about squatters moving into vacant houses and people going and trying to sell it, and all of a sudden somebody's living there and they got to go through the eviction or ejection process to get them out of their home. That's one bad thing that can happen to a vacant property. Another is that you just have somebody break in, vandalize the place, rip out pipes, and there's a ton of different things that can happen to a vacant property that will negatively impact your investment. So it's important to protect that. So the first trick I want to share with you is a very, very low tech, and that is just going out and meeting the neighbors. If you have a nosy neighbor close by, there's nothing better than a nosy neighbor to keep an eye on that property when you can't be there. Introduce yourself, give them a business card, talk to them, and become friendly with them. Let them know that if there's ever a problem with the contractors or somebody's trying to break in the house or there's any issues with the property, to give you a call. That little introduction can give you a heads up if there's any type of issues happening with that property well beyond, well before it starts costing you any kind of real money. All right, so that's number one. Number two, the lights. So if you keep a light on in one of the back bedrooms in the house, or every time you go there you turn a light off, turn a different one on, the change in the property kind of alerts people that there's some activity there, and a lot of times is enough of a deterrent to keep people out of the property. Again, pretty low tech. If you want to up your game a little bit, there's some technology that you can implement that really is pretty low cost, but can really have a big impact. The first one is called Simply Safe. It's a security system that you can buy, and it's about $300, but the security system, you install it yourself. It's pretty easy. They'll ship it to you. You take it in, install it, and then it's monitored remotely. Now, there's no contract with Simply Safe, which is really cool. And so what will happen is, for like 14 bucks a month, it's something really reasonable. You can introduce monitoring to the property. You put a code in on the keypad, you install it inside the property, and if somebody comes in, number one, it starts warning them, pretty vocally, that disarm the alarm or whatever the heck it says. But if you don't enter that, it starts playing this really loud alarm, and then it notifies the monitoring and notifies you. You can call the police, you can rush over to the property, whatever you want to do there. So Simply Safe is a good option. It's the kind of thing that when you have a tenant moving in, you can uninstall the product and kind of go from there. Okay. The last one that I think you should implement is something called Ring. Now, Ring is a doorbell that you can install on the outside of the property, and every time somebody rings the doorbell, it will notify your phone, so that you can monitor the goings on at that property. You can, it'll take a picture of the person that is ringing the doorbell, and if there's an issue, you can find out later on. It's a good way to deter theft. Another one, Ring also has another product that you can install. It's a motion sensor light, but it takes photos and also notifies you if somebody is moving around there or if there's commotion at the property. So these are some low-tech and high-tech little tools that you can implement to protect your property. The last thing you want is your vacant house to get vandalized or beat up, or have somebody move into the house unannounced. So that's it for today. Hopefully this will help you protect your vacant properties. Until I see you again, I'm going to wish you the best of luck in your real estate investing. Take care.